Hey guys, fall is here. What? Oh, alright, I'm alright guys, I'm cool. But if it's your first time on my channel, I'm Lee. Welcome to Lee Style and Fragrance. Here, I discuss various topics like men's style, fragrance, little bit of grooming, some vlogs every once in a while, and I also throw a dash of confidence at you. If you're a returning subscriber, you guys are the best, but you already know this, LSF fam. If any of those topics I just discussed interest you, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification. So anytime I drop a video, you guys will be first in line. So this is my top 10 fall fragrances. Alright, so on the number 10th spot, you have D Squared's Potion. This is surprisingly sneakily good. You have notes of musk, amber, patchouli, and cinnamon. This is a sleeper. The reason it's number 10, I feel like a lot of the notes that are on this smell pretty synthetic, don't really smell real, but the dry down to this is amazing. It performs amazing, perfect for the fall. If you are looking for a cheap, inexpensive fragrance that smells like cinnamon and woods, this is a perfect one to go with. So number 10, you have D Squared's Potion. On the number 9th spot, you have 9.0 by Zara. This right here is amazing. You get a blend of spices. You get coriander, you get bergamot, you get cardamom, which is one of my favorite notes. This performs very well. This was like 20 bucks, I believe. You can't go wrong for the price for the juice you get in here. It is quality. It is very spicy. So if you like a lot of spices and a lot of depth, you get it from this $20 fragrance right here. This is a must-have in anybody's collection, in my opinion. So number 9th spot, you have 9.0 by Zara. So number 8th spot, you have one of my favorites, like woods ever. So this is Dolce Gabbana's Private Line Velvet Wood. This right here just smells like straight luxury. You have ebony, you have benzoin, and you have leather. And it's not very complex, but they smell very natural, which is one thing I really enjoy about it. This is a very high-class scent, but it's something that you can also dress down. The only reason why it's down so low is because it doesn't perform too well. So I feel it's a little overpriced for what it is. The smell is not overpriced, but the quality of how long it lasts is, if that makes any sense. But this is definitely one of my favorite scents ever. If you haven't smelled it, please put your nose on it. Number 8, you have Velvet Wood by Dolce Gabbana. So number 7, you have King Lee, which is actually a concoction I put together. This is pretty much a very cheap Aventus. By cheap, I mean under $50. I'm gonna show you guys how to make it. I'm gonna try to drop the review as soon as possible so you guys can know how to get King Lee. But this right here is pretty much the perfect batch of Aventus to me. I've gotten more compliments from this than actually wearing Aventus, which is ridiculous. And the performance on this is amazing. You pretty much get the pineapples, you get the apples, you get the birch, and it's very smoky. This is pretty much smoky fruits that last all day. Very easy to wear, very strong, so please be easy on the trigger when you make this. But number 7 spot, you have King Lee. I'm going to be reaching out for this a lot. Number 6 spot, you have Replica by the Fireplace. This right here is absolutely amazing. I didn't really know what all the hype was about because at first I was on the jazz club train, but I was like, I have to see why people keep raving about this. I put it on my skin and I was like, whoa, when you talk about a fireplace, this is exactly what I think of. This smells like marshmallows and firewood. It's just very warm and cozy, something that is very sexy. This is something that, like, if you haven't smelled this, please help yourself and smell this because it's absolutely phenomenal. So again, number 6 spot, you have Replicas by the Fireplace. Alright, so we're in the top 5. We're in the top 5. This was very, very hard for me because there's a couple things that I've acquired and I've had a couple hauls through a couple months. And this was really hard for me to compose this top 5. But I broke it down to pretty much what I'm going to wear the most and what are my favorites for the fall. So for the number 5 spot, you have Lalique Homme Equus. This right here is one of the most gorgeous scents I have ever worn, like ever. They actually made a 4160 that smells just like this. I think they copied because this was out first. Yeah, I said it. And I think the 4160 is called like sexiest scent ever. And it was actually made from the Tinder date, which is very cool. So pretty much what you get from this, you get notes of sequoia wood, vetiver, and juniper berry. This smells absolutely amazing. This made my top 5 list for date scents because I think this is a very, very sexy scent. I've gotten a ton of compliments with it. My lady loves it. Ladies just everywhere love this scent. This, I'm going to be reaching for this a lot. I was actually mad because I bought this towards like around summertime and I couldn't wear it as much. So now I'm very excited to pull this out of the closet and wear the hell out of this. So number 5, you have Lalique Homme Equus. So number 4, you have none other than CH Men Prive. Man, the compliments I have gotten from this is absolutely out of this world. Like I had somebody, like no lie, I had somebody literally follow me at work while I had this on. They were like, I just can't stop following you. I need to know what you got on. This is ridiculously amazing. This also made my top 5 date scents because it's very sexy. You have some whiskey in there. You have some leather, some cardamom. This is just a sexy, sexy fragrance. Like, I absolutely love this fragrance. I couldn't wait till fall and winter came so I could wear this. Like, I love this fragrance so much. Like, it kind of hurt me that it's only number 4, but when you see the top 3, you will understand why this is number 4. But this right here, if this could perform a little bit better, this would definitely be like holy grail. I feel like it already is. But number 4, you have CH Men Prive. I also have a full review of CH Men Prive, so please make sure you check that out. I'm going to make sure I drop all of this stuff in the description so you guys get to check it out. Alright, so top 3, man. So this one right here, I actually bomb bought this and I only had it for a few weeks. I had a couple full wearings of it, and I'm not gonna lie, when I first sprayed it, the opening didn't really impress me, but that dry down, I was like, whoa. Because a lot of people really raved about this fragrance, so I was like, I have to see what all the hype is about. So I blind bought it. We are talking about Serge Lutens Chergy. This fragrance right here is a masterpiece. You have so many different notes, and when you first look at the notes, you're like, how does this even work? It has honey in it, it has frankincense, it has musk, it has rose. But when it dries down, it's very sweet. The tobacco starts coming out, so it's a little bit smoky, but it's woody at the same time, slightly. Like, it's crazy because with a lot of fragrances that have a lot of notes, you usually don't smell a lot of those notes. You have notes that pretty much come up at the top, but it's almost like you smell a little bit of everything as it keeps drying down, and it's amazing. Like, the journey that you go through wearing this is a very sexy fragrance, a little bit powdery. It performs amazing. It's no surprise that a lot of people rave about this fragrance, and it's not a surprise that it made my top 3. If you guys haven't smelled this gem right here, please put your nose on it. This is probably my best blind buy so far this year. Absolutely highly recommended. I'm going to be wearing this a whole lot. So number 3, you have Chergy by Serge Lutens. Alright, so number 2, I was actually torn when I made this number 2. Because out of this whole collection, this is actually my favorite fragrance. The reason it made number 2 is I feel like this isn't something that I can wear as much as I could wear number 1. So for the number 2 spot, you have Royal Oud by Creed. Wow, you want to talk about class, you want to talk about James Bond, you want to talk about a modern day gentleman, this is what you're talking about right here. This fragrance is absolutely, absolutely amazing. One of the most beautiful fragrances I've ever put my nose on. Now, what you pretty much get out of this, you get notes of cedar wood from Lebanon. Of course, you get oud and you get bergamot. Just a very classy suit and tie fragrance. You can dress it down a little bit, but this is something that, in my opinion, I feel like this is more black tie, more high dress fragrance. That's why it made number 2, because I can't wear it as much as number 1. Doesn't mean I like it more than number 1. So technically, as far as how much I like it, this is pretty much number 1. But as far as how much I can wear it, it is number 2. So you have Royal Oud by Creed, one last time. Alright, last one. I've been waiting a long time to wear this. I actually purchased this around my birthday, which was August 29th. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till it gets to the fall, till it gets a little bit colder so I can indulge in this. But it is none other than Memoirs of a Trespasser by imaginary authors. When I tell you this is one of the most gorgeous, realest vanillas I have ever smelled, this is it. Like, this smells like real vanilla. That's one thing I really appreciate about this fragrance. It just smells amazing. You get woods, of course you get vanilla, you get bergamot, you get resin. This is just a very warm, but it's not just something that men can wear. This is definitely, I can definitely see women wearing this too, because it is definitely a unisex fragrance, but in no way does it mean that if you are a manly man, you can't wear this. Because I know some guys, when they hear unisex, they're like, oh, it probably smells feminine. This does not smell feminine, at least to me. Please put your nose on this if you haven't already. This is a gem. I'm going to be wearing the hell out of this fragrance. I cannot wait. I've already started wearing it. I can't wait till it gets a little bit more chillier so I can wear this some more. It's no mistake that this made number 1. If you have smelled this, you know exactly why it made number 1. This is a gem. Thank you guys so much for joining me one more time. This has been my top 10 fall list. Sorry that it took me a while, because I know everybody's been throwing these lists at you. I just had to fully compose it, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to smell stylish. If you're not already following me on Instagram, please make sure you check me out over there. My name is Mr. Put Together. Don't forget to drop a like, a comment, share this video, and of course subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Peace.